Hi guys, I'm Zoe with Student Life, and I'm joined here by lovely Yannick and Kathy from Res Life. And today we're going to be showing you Lincoln Courts as the sixth part of our live tours for the week. We're going to be showing you where you'll be staying over the next couple of months, as well as answering some of your questions. So Yannick, can you tell us a little bit about Lincoln Courts?
Yes, so today we're at Lincoln Courts. It is extremely close to a lot of the places on campus. Some of the buildings being only a 30-second walk to the Minerva building, the Alfred Tennyson Centre in Langton, which are quite central buildings on campus. There are over 1,030 rooms here, one of the original accommodations here at the University of Lincoln. They share between, so we do have ensuite and non-ensuites. So the ensuite rooms, which the majority of them are, over 900 of them being, share between 5 to 8 people. The non-ensuites do share 6 people with 2 bathrooms. There are 17 court buildings here, all along the pathway, which we'll show. Unfortunately, we will be only showing today the Lincoln Courts room. We won't be showing the non-ensuites, only because there are contract lengths and they're currently cleaning them to prepare for you when you come in September. But if you do have any questions, we'll answer them. Put them in the comments. We'll try and answer them today. If you need any further information on the rooms we aren't showing today, we've got a Q&A session today at 5 p.m. But we'll also speak to accommodation and try and get some more images and videos of those places. But I believe we're going to show you and start you in the kitchen. We are in a 6-bed ensuite, single ensuite apartment.
Yeah, so this is the kitchen area. As you can see, there is plenty of cabinet space. You can store all of your plates, pots, pans, and everything, so no need to share with your housemates here. You also get provided with a microwave and a kettle, so you don't need to bring those items with you. You've got a standard electric hob with a toaster oven and regular oven, as well as 2 double fridge freezers here. So plenty of space to keep all of your frozen goods and things. And if we turn this way, closet, where you've got ironing board, mop, Hoover, you have the communal area with some comfy chairs. You can spend some time here, have a games night, get some Monopoly out on the table, no problems. You've also got a pin board here for you to put any kind of information that is, all of your housemates need to know, like where the latest quack is, or cleaning rota, or oh, I won't be home this week.
So, like I said, this is for a 6-bed right now. But if you were in an 8-bed, you do get more appliances, you do get more safe space, fridge freezers, and sink and oven and cooker.
If the Wi-Fi cuts in and out every now and again, please do remember this is live. We will be showing a lot of these things again, so don't worry, you will be able to see everything again. So now we're going to head over to the bedroom. Like Yannick said, an ensuite room. As you can see, there is plenty of space in here.
Lots of space. So the first thing people usually want to know about the bedroom is what's the bed. So the bed is a standard single bed, and with that it means it is 6 feet long, a little over. I just measured it 6 feet and 2 inches, I believe. So for our really tall friends, keep that in mind. And then right across, it's going to be 3 feet. Specifically, actually, I would say it's 3 feet and 1 inch. It just goes slightly over. So that is the measurements you need to know for the bed when you're considering your bedding, because remember, this doesn't come as included, which we'll show soon.
Yes, we will be showing you a undressed room so you can see what to expect when you come here as well. There is plenty of storage in here. As said, we've got tons of shelf space here that you can put any kind of supplements, items, even small baskets or anything that you want to keep any items there as well.
Heater is right below the shelf here, which is right next to the bed. Also very important for when it gets colder. So keep that in mind. And then as we move on to the desk, there's tremendous more opportunities for storage.
Yes, we've got the shelving here for any books and items like that. Like you can see here, we put a nice plant here, whether fake or real. There's plenty of places for plants in this room, as well as drawer space, which is very deep.
If you want us to measure it so you guys can see how deep it is half a foot. So just about 15 centimeters deep. And then if you want to see how far it goes into it, it is about 1.5 foot. So you're talking about 42 centimeters inside. And my favorite part about the room is that it actually provides 2 chairs. Each room does have 2 chairs, the desk chair that's always pulling out, and of course the end chair that's by the bed.
So if you're not a fan of sitting on your bed to relax, you can always pull up that chair closer, or if you have some friends in here, people can sit on the bed, they can sit on the chair, they can sit on your desk chair, and there's still plenty of room for people to stand. Let's show you the closet space or wardrobe space. As you can see, it's absolutely massive. Definitely no problems being able to put all of your items in there. For our taller friends, you can put some more items up in that top cabinet as well. So all of the space is definitely being utilized here.
And if that's still not enough space, you still have space underneath the bed, especially for your suitcase or boxes that you need for moving day that you just don't want really displayed. You have an opportunity under the bed. It's about 3 feet in width underneath and only a foot from the floor to the top or the underneath of the bed. And now over to the bathroom with Zoe.
Yes. So as you can see here, this is a ensuite bathroom. We've got a kind of wet room here with a shower curtain. 2 drawers. So you can, make sure that your towel doesn't get splashed or anything. We've also got toilet, sink, and a light mirror, as well as some shaving ports here for toothbrushes and things.
I think the best part about this is that it's easier to clean. You can truly just make sure everything gets cleaned the best way, especially since this is such an important part of your room to make sure with your daily life and activities.
And we also have a towel rack here, so you can put your towels there as well as 2 hooks behind the door here.
And if you need more than just 2 hooks, you have another 2 hooks right by the front of your door. All right, so before we move on, anything else we have to say about this room?
No. I think we should look at the undressed room so that we can see exactly what your room will be looking like. So you can visualize what pillows you want to bring and all of those things as well. Let's head over.
All right.
Head across the hall.
So before we go into this room, I do want to comment that you actually get an actual key for the room. So the key will be given to you once on arrival when you're settling in, and it does provide access for you to get into the building and into your room, but you can't get into other people's rooms with just your key. Your key is your own. So keep that in mind. You just open it right here, keyhole. Make it easy. Keep it old-fashioned. We like to switch it up. And now we're coming into the best room. The best part, the view.
Yes. As you can see here, we have a view of the courtyard where there's seating. Some have benches, picnic benches. So if you want to have lunch outside with your housemates or with other people from different blocks, that's where you can go. That we did not mention in the other room that there is actually a light by the bed that is maneuverable, so you can place it closer to the bed, just turn it on like that. It is very bright. Yannick gave us a nice suggestion where you can put coloured post-it notes over there and you can colour the room. So that's always something you can do to make your room your own. Again, we've got a pinboard here as well as one behind, so plenty of spaces to put any kind of decorations you want. We've got plenty of outlets and Ethernet ports here. So I think we have 2 Ethernet ports in this room, but most rooms come with one or so. You've got several outlets with USB chargers as well, and a TV outlet too.
And of course, the same kind of storage you're going to receive in every room. It's the same kind of closet. If anyone was wondering, from the width side is going to be 88 centimeters. Just keep that in mind if you have something that you want to make sure fits. And then the same goes above. It's 88 centimeters, and it's actually going to be close to 2 feet in height. So that's another thing to consider when you're putting in there. And of course, there's still storage underneath the bed in case you need just a little bit more. And I think we're going to move on to the bathroom.
Yes. I'm just going to show you the bathroom. Again, the bathroom is basically the same. There is a bit of a step, so be careful. So yeah, with a shower curtain as well to keep everything separated, just like so. So your toilet won't be getting wet. With a towel rack here, as well as some shaving cloths.
So before we go back to the common room, I do want to say, please make sure to ask those questions in the comments if you want something measured, if you're just not sure if there's an opportunity to get a better look at something. We will be going through this all one more time anyway, so use this opportunity. And if you can't think of your question or you need a little bit more time to process, there's also our live Q&A, which is later today at 5 p.m.
So we're going to head back into the common room for anyone who's just joining, where we'll be answering some questions that have come in. So please do be putting in your questions so we can answer those as quickly as possible.
I saw someone ask about candles, and unfortunately candles in our hazard, so please do not bring any candles. I mean, you can bring them and not light them, but
Yes.
I think that's
I mean, there are some really nice candles that are good not to light, but yeah, you can, if you really want candles, you can bring those LED ones.
Yeah.
Get that effect. Someone's asked, does courts have a balcony area?
They may, so unfortunately they're not accessible. There's where the buildings are laid out, there is this place at the top of the building, but they're not accessible for students. So, but yeah, should I do a quick recap for those who just joined us? Yeah. So for those who have just joined us and watching, we're at Lincoln Courts today. Lincoln Courts is one of the older accommodations, it's been here since I think near the beginning. I don't actually know its history, but I'll check. But it's one of the original ones. It's got over 1,037 rooms here, so there is a large student population, big community spirit in this area. We are currently in an ensuite apartment, so the ensuite rooms are between 5 and 8 people sharing these rooms, so we're in a 6-bedroom room today. They are proportionate to the amount of people that are in there. So the more people you have, the more utilities, fridge, surface spaces you will have. We are unable, unfortunately, to show the non-ensuite or the value court ones today. Do not worry, if you need any further information on that, please contact us or the accommodation team and we'll try and provide some more information on that. Due to contract lengths and deep cleaning prepared for September for you, we just couldn't show it today. But we'll try and answer any questions we can today, and we'll make sure the Q&A session today at 5 p.m. We've got the accommodation experts with us, so any more questions we'll pass over to them. And I think we're going to show the community space again. And the kitchen firstly.
Yeah, as well. Mm-hmm.
So yes, this is the kitchen. We have plenty of cabinet space, so no worries about being able to put all of your pots, pans, plates, all of that in there. This also comes with a kettle and a microwave. Someone's asked about a toaster.
Toaster, so yes. Unfortunately, toasters are not provided. You do get the kettle, the microwave, and all the other aspects. Toasters are not. All we need to do is, the thing is, they just need to make sure they are electronically safe toasters, as they can cause issues with tripping fuses. But obviously, the one thing that I always tell everyone in all these lives is, when you meet with your flatmates, you might want to decide then what to bring, only because you might all bring 6 or 8 of the same items. Same with my first day, we all brought fairy liquids, so we have fairy liquids to last for the entire year. So especially if you go on your induction pack, there will be a link to the rest of my Facebook pages, and in that you can hopefully meet all your new flatmates. You can find each other on Facebook, and that way you can already start chatting about what cleaning materials you're going to bring. You're going to bring your fairy liquids. We don't sponsor fairy liquid, I apologise, I keep saying that. Any cleaning materials at all, and stuff like toasters as well.
Yes. So we also have some fridge freezers here, so plenty of space for any fresh and frozen goods, as well as a electric hob with 4 hob things, as well as a toaster oven and a regular oven. And to our right here, we have a utility closet.
So the utility closet comes with things that you might need to clean either the communal area or your own room, or just help yourself organize. As you can see, the ironing board, the Hoover, and the mop. But if you find that you've come into your room or you've come into the communal space and something out of these things are missing, even a bin, which is also provided in the space, that's an easy fix. You just have to go to reception. And at reception, they'll be able to replace the item that is missing in order, because all these rooms do come with the chairs, the bins, and the utility closet filled with items. So make sure to check that you have everything you need when you come on in.
Yes, so now we're in the communal area. As you can see, we've dressed it up quite nicely. You can choose whether or not you want to bring throw pillows, blankets, and such for your house, just to make it all cozy. But we brought these pillows. And someone's asked, is there space for a TV in the communal area?
Yes, so you can bring a TV. I mean, this would be perfect place here as there is aerial connection there. The only thing with that is you need to remember that TV license is not provided here, so you would need a TV license for communal space and for your individual rooms as well. If you need further information, please look at the guidelines on search on the internet, and our guidelines for students specifically, what the rules and regulations are for students.
Yes. Someone's asked, is there a gym?
Actually,
So the university does have its own gym. I don't know exact details about that in terms of pricing and stuff,
Yeah.
but they will have a website, so if you go ahead to the university gym, from here there is actually a walk just around the back of Lincoln Courts, and there's a massive bridge which you can go over and take you just outside the sports centre and the gym, opposite the football pitch and everything like that. So there is a gym here with equipment.
but keep in mind, in this building, there isn't a gym.
Yes.
You won't have access like that. You will either need to go with the university gym or privately owned gyms around the city area of Lincoln, like Pure Gym, which we are not sponsored by. It's just the first one that came to my head.
Someone's asked, is there parking?
Unfortunately, there is no parking at the accommodation here in the courts. Obviously, when you do move in, there are spaces arranged for you to, so you can move in, drop it off, and temporarily park elsewhere. But there is no parking. The beauty thing about Lincoln is public transport is never really needed.
Yeah. Everything is walking distance.
Everything is walking distance. The high streets, only like a 10-minute walk, maybe just that direction. Obviously, depends on how quick you walk on my long legs. Everything is within walking distance.
I mean, you're literally a 3-minute walk on campus. I've even had classes in Village Hall, which is just right next to where we are. It's not even a minute walk.
Yeah.
So you are close to more than I think people imagine before they arrive here. And then when you are here this first day, you'll do that walk around and realize, oh, okay, this is nice.
And the train station also is only a 10-minute walk away. So when you are going home for the weekend, anything like that is a simple walk with your suitcase.
Yes. Someone's asked, can post/deliveries be sent to courts?
Yes. So you actually share a reception with Signet Worth, which actually we will be reviewing later today in one of our Facebook Lives. I believe it's happening at 1 p.m. 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. I apologize. But that is where those packages will be going. It will be going to reception at Signet Worth. They'll hold it for you. You actually will even get an email from Accommodation to let you know when that parcel arrives. So, and that's also where you share your posts, like letters that you need to pick up as well.
Also, just to add as well, because I think someone was mentioning it, if Catherine moves out of the way, if you want to have a TV, this is the perfect space for it. I think if we get a back view as well to show you. So what you can do is you can adjust the sofas as well. So if you've got the table there, put the TV on top. You can move the sofas, which is what I did when I lived in course in my first year of uni. But like I said, you do need a TV license for it, so please do not forget about that.
Got a couple questions coming in. Can people arrive early?
So what we'll do is we've got a Q&A session at 5 p.m, so we'll talk the specifics about arrivals. Anything immediate, you can contact the accommodation team, email us accommodation.ac.uk. There was a phone number online for you to ring. The arrival information should have all gone out this week. So if for any reason you have not received that information, please do let them know. But we've got the Q&A session later, but they will have all the information in that introduction about dates, times and arrivals, but we'll speak to the accommodation experts later about the specifics of that.
Someone asked how far is the LPAC?
LPAC, so honestly it's not that far. Where we are in Lincoln Courts is a slight walk down there and over a bridge. So I would say 8 minutes, 10-minute walk, not even that. It really isn't far. All it is, with the way the Lincoln campus is, we've got a train track and the water running through it. So all you have to do is cross one of the main bridges and it's another 4-minute walk down there. So I think in total 8 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's honestly not far.
And if you're taking your time, 10 minutes, especially if you have those uncomfortable shoes that just slow you down a little bit.
Someone's asked how far is the train station? I think we've covered.
Yeah, so just in case you didn't hear it, train station again is 10-minute walk, I would say. From where we are, there's literally a straight line which you just keep going through the campus, over the high street, and we're already at the train station. Again, my first year when I'm travelling home for the weekend, took a little bag with me. It's very, very easy just to go to the train station and coming back.
And then I guess one more question before we head into the bedrooms. But please do be sending in your questions. We'll try and answer as many as we can while we're here. How many students share this room?
So the one we're in right now is a 6-bed. So like I said, it is proportionate. So the one with the ensuite rooms in Lincoln Courts, they're usually from 5 to 8. But this is for a 6-bed. And as you can see, the dining table, the sofas, and the kitchen utensils, there's plenty here for 6 people.
If it does become that if you find yourself living with more than 6 people, you'll start to realize that there will be an extra refrigerator, there will be an extra microwave. That's what Yannick means when he's explaining that it will be proportionate. So you'll have plenty of things in order to incorporate with your daily scheduling.
Yes, so let's head over now into the bedrooms so that you can see what a dress and undress look like. Today we are showing ensuite rooms. Unfortunately, we can't show you any non-ensuite rooms, but again, if you have any requirements for that, we'll be able to help you with pictures and such later on in the weekend.
And welcome to the bedroom.
Yes, plenty of space, as you can see. You've got plenty of storage, shelf space. You've got this long shelf here for any succulents, plants. You've got great lighting, so those plants will thrive. But if you're like me and can't keep a plant for your life, you can get some plastic ones as well.
And they look just as nice.
Yeah, they don't die, which is sad.
So my favorite part is the light, because I realize it moves.
Mhm.
So it really can angle it however you want to read in your bed, if that's your thing. Can turn it on, can turn it off. Really nice just to have a nightlight. And then of course the bed, usually one of the most important questions because people want to know what kind of bedding do you get, especially since your room does not come with bedding. So we are on a single bed. It is 6 feet long and 3 feet in width, standard single bed, and there's also storage underneath the bed. Only about a foot of height if we're talking about it, but it goes 3 feet deep and just like the same measurements as the bed. And with the bed, you also have this board. This board and the board on top of the desk also allows you to hang up posters, give yourself reminders, a calendar, however you want to organize your room is up to you, but it allows you just to get that blue tack or those thumbtacks in there to make sure you get to put up what you want.
Yes, someone has asked, do the rooms come with a dustbin? They do. There is one that comes in the bedroom. If you want an extra one in your bathroom, you can provide that for yourself, but there is one that already comes with the room.
I got, for my bathroom, I remember getting a small one from Poundland, so it only literally cost me £1.
Someone's asked what the heating is like.
Well, in this room, it's kind of great because it's right next to your bed. So you will have access to turning it on as hot or as low. I think you might need to give some rooms maybe 5 to 10 minutes to let it really warm up the room, but considering the space, it will keep you warm, especially in months of December and January, because believe me, I needed it. So they will definitely. And like I said, if anything goes wrong, if you find that something is off or you don't think it's working properly or whatever the case, you can always go to reception and talk to them, file a complaint with the accommodation team, and they're able to help you with any problems in the room because they're quite quick. They want to make sure that you're safe and warm, and that's the same goal we all have.
Yes. Someone's asked, can they use blue tack? No, unfortunately, you can't use blue tack, but you do have plenty of pinboard space. to put any kind of pictures that you may need in here.
I think more importantly, we just want to make sure that you don't put it on the wall, you put it on the board. That's the important aspect. That's why the boards are provided for you, because as you can see, the walls are quite thick. You wouldn't be able to put anything through it to push it through. So that's why we're recommending the boards, especially since blue tack is blue, it stains. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
It does leave a bit of an oil stain, which can be a bit of a hassle when it comes to maintenance. So that's why they provided so many spaces for you to be able to express yourself as well. So we're going to show you now the bathroom. So yes, this is the bathroom. We've got a shower with a shower curtain. Someone's asked, do you need to provide your own shower curtain? No, there is one already provided for you here. You can switch this out, I'm assuming, if you prefer something else. But again, there is one, so there is no need for you to bring one as well. Then you've got, toilet and everything, as well as some shaving ports for electric toothbrushes and things.
All right. So, are we ready to move on to the next room?
Yes, yes.
All right, let's head on over. Now, before we enter this room, I noticed that there's a question about a refrigerator, I believe, and we just want to say that it'll be talked in the Q&A at 5 p.m. today, especially if you have any questions about other appliances and things like that. We'll have the experts there ready to answer your questions. Now, before we enter this room, I do want to show that there is a key that you have to use, which from all the tours that we've given this week, usually it would be some sort of other form of scanning in, but it's an actual key. This key allows you to get into the building, allows you to get to your room, but of course, no one else can get into your room with just their own key. So let's come on in. Here's the keyhole.
So yes, this is a undressed room. This is what your room will be looking like once you move in. Plenty of space. It does come with 2 chairs. We have a desk chair and a living chair for, whether or not you want to sit on it yourself or have guests in your room. It's up to you.
Or if you're like me, it becomes the laundry chair.
Yeah.
Very quickly, very quickly.
The chair that you put your items that aren't dirty enough to wash, but aren't clean enough to go back in the closet.
We've both been there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a single bed, so you will need to provide your own bedding for that. I would recommend, like I said, for all of our tours, a mattress protector just for your own safety, as well as, sometimes you eat and a bit of bolognese spills. You're just like, yeah, you don't have to worry about that staining the mattress at all. Someone's asked actually, where's the best place to buy blankets and pillows?
Ooh, this is a fun debate because I think it just kind of comes down to preference.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what kind of style you're looking for. I would, if you want something a lot more high quality, like cotton, I would suggest As the Living. But if you're, prefer, like, you don't really care, you want more of a cool design, I think B&M is pretty cool. But it's also about allergies. I prefer cotton because I can be sensitive, and I would say that B&M has quite a lot of polyester type things as well. But B&M is great for, throw pillows, rugs, small knickknacks. So yeah, and there's also Wilco, which is also very good.
Big fan of Wilco
as well.
I'm also a fan of Poundland and Primark, especially if you're thinking about those items that you really don't care too much about.
I would say Primark bed sheets are very good.
And their pillows, especially if you just want so many pillows, they're so cheap.
Yes.
I'm a person that loves having pillows. I literally have 5. I did buy 2 really nice ones from home goods stores and things like that, but the rest of it's built. So it comes down, and all these locations are very close to here. You're talking about a 10-minute walk when you say High Street with all the different things like Primark, M&S, Wilco, Poundland. But then you have, if you go the next direction, a 15-minute walk or so is where you can find Morrison's, B&M, and so on.
Yes, I mean, I have a bunch of my pillowcase covers for my pillows because I can't just keep buying 300 pillows. I don't have enough bed space for that. But, especially when I'm doing laundry. Speaking of laundry, where is laundry located?
Okay, so there will be access in the laundry room, and that would be
to our left here.
Yeah,
Yes.
out into the court. You'll have to go in It's a 1-minute walk. And from there, every laundry room is kind of the same on campus. So whether you're in Lincoln Courts or you're in Gateway or you're in St. Mark's, you have a location where you can go do your laundry, and it's under a program called Circuit where you can use an app to scan the QR code, and that's how you're able to put in money to do your laundry of washing or drying. If you have any more questions about laundry, though, we can definitely talk about it tonight with the Q&A at 5 p.m.
Yes, I would suggest when buying a laundry basket, making sure one that you can carry with you rather than, because I didn't have one that I could carry with me for a while, so I had to use an IKEA bag. So either way that works for you, making sure that you can transport your laundry to and from, so you can fold it safely here as well.
I realized that in the other room we didn't get a chance to show you inside the closets, so just very quickly so you can see a little bit of the storage that we're talking about. This is how much space you have inside, so in case any of you missed it. And of course, you can add comments here, and you can also ask us questions on our social medias. I believe Student Life is UOL Student Life, and for Res Life, it's Uni Lincoln Res Life. So you can also access and comment or ask us questions from there.
That's it. Also, there's more storage next to the desk. We've got some drawers here that I also put clothes into at a point. So any kind of undergarment, clothes can go in there as well for easy access. So there are plenty of spaces to put any items, clothes, storage items, any of that as well. Let's head back into the common area now so we can answer any final questions. Okay, so we're just going to be answering a couple final questions, so please be putting those questions in and we'll be answering those for the next couple minutes. So someone's asked, what's the internet speed like?
So the internet here is recently just been changed, upgraded actually to ask for. So when you come, you create an account to connect to the Wi-Fi, and it's much easier than you would want to connect devices. So if you have your different devices, from your phones to laptops to whatever you might have, you can add each device individually, and it's sufficient enough to plenty of times for dissertations, for lectures and seminars, especially when it was COVID, did online stuff, the stream was absolutely fine, so you should have no issues. But if you do have any issues with your Wi-Fi when you're live, you can contact Ask4 and then contact the accommodation and the ICT department as well, and we'll try our best to help you.
And someone's asked, is there a lift?
So Lincoln Courts, as I said at the start, is one of the older buildings, so there are no lifts here. Obviously, those who accessibility rooms, they are on the ground floor, but there are no lifts here. So when you come, prepare to go up the stairs for that first move-in day.
Are kitchen appliances shared?
So that's a question really to have with the space you're sharing with. So the ones in this kitchen, yes, they're absolutely shared. The ones that are provided, like the refrigerator, the kettle, the microwave, you do share them. But it is reasonable that some of you will be coming in with some of your own preferences. And again, those questions can be asked later at the Q&A at 5 p.m. about other appliances. But you might want to talk with everyone on the Facebook groups that we have set up for the residences to see, so no one's getting 5 toasters, because that can vary easily.
And someone mentioned about fridge and freezer space, and as you can see in these fridge and freezer spaces, we have plenty of shelving. I mean, this is for a six is 6 people, and there's already so many shelves and cabinets as well as in the freezer as well. So that's 4 already, and then there's 4 in here. So that's already 8. There's really no problem in terms of sharing fridge and freezer space.
And that's something which, on that first day, when you all arrive and meet your new flatmates, you'll just decide who's going to have what shelf, who's going to have what cupboards. My girl was like, I always got the top shelf because of my height, so you've got the middle shelves, all that sort of thing. So there would be no issues at all, do not worry, there's plenty of space. And as there are more people, if it was an 8-bed, you get more storage space, extra fridge freezer.
Yes. Someone's asked, is there a toilet roll holder in the bathroom? And there was.
Yes.
I'm sorry if we didn't point that out, but if you go back into the live.
There is one
There is
toilet
one.
holder.
There is a toilet.
And obviously if you want to buy a separate one to stack them up, so you just remember it's a wet room as well, so you might have to put it somewhere else so it doesn't get wet at all. But there is a little holder for a single toilet roll.
And it does come with the shower curtain as well.
Yeah, shower curtains
Yes.
are part of it, yes.
Someone else is asking about laundry facilities. We did mention that recently, but we will point out again that from us now, I would say it's 2 hours left. So just walking down, it's about a 1-2 minute walk. as well. So
There are some of the court buildings, as she was said, that are directly next to it. So where we are right now is the furthest away from the laundry building. So that's why it's only an extra 40-second walk. But there are some that's directly next to it. And just like all the other accommodations, there are plenty of washers and dryers there. So you will be sharing them with the people of Lincoln Courts, and all the other accommodations have their own laundry facility as well. And they're proportionate to the amount of people in this accommodation village.
It's safe to say you're always 1 to 2 minute walking distance from a laundry facility.
And also they are open 24/7, so you can do your washing and dry whenever you are.
I'm a 7 a.m. person because I know that's how I beat the crowds.
I do it late at night.
I'm a late at night person as well, especially when you come to be a university and student life. Your time to get up and go to bed is slightly different. So I was always in the evening.
Late Friday night. No one's doing laundry.
Yeah, exactly. When everyone's going out, perfect time to do washing.
I'm doing it. That says more about me than it does about everything else. But yes, there's no problems with, accessing facilities and things like that. So no stress about like, oh, I woke up too late, now I can't do my laundry. Whatever time, whenever it's free, you can go. And there's tons and tons of washing machines in there. So that if like 3 people are in there, there's still space for you to do whatever you need to do in there. And we do have videos on our channel, and I'm sure Res Life will.
We will soon release another one just to give you a refresher. You've already got one.
Yes, to be able to talk about how to use those facilities so that you're not confused when you first get there, because it's not like the washing machine at home.
But it has instructions all over the washing machines and the wall as well in the building, so do not worry. And everyone's in the same situation, so when you do arrive, do come and have a look, especially if you are coming with friends, parents or guardians. Just have a quick look down there just to see how it operates. It's very easy to use, do not worry, it's not like the ones at home.
Okay, no more questions are coming in right now, but if you do have any more questions, please do hit us up on our social media, as well as we do have a Q&A live stream today at 5 p.m. for more in-depth answers and any questions that you may have missed out today. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do follow us on all of our social media. Your Well Student Life for content by students, for students, making sure you feel at home while in Lincoln, as well as
Uni Lincoln, Res Life, I like to keep up to date and follow it because we've got a lot of exciting plans for September, including competitions, events, and a lot of other things.
Especially today.
Especially today.
lots more questions coming through.
We're good.
Yes. Are there dryers? Yes.
Yes, so there are plenty. So there are washing machines and there are separate dryers.
Are there still rooms available?
So that will be a question for the accommodation specifically. We'll speak tonight at the Q&A session at 5 p.m. But if you need to know that right now, like I said, you can email them at accommodation@lincoln.ac.uk. They also have a contact number on their website.
Yes, I think those are the final two.
Is that, are we finishing now?
Yes, let's finish.
Okay.
Okay, thank you guys. Bye.
See you later at Signet.